Hey YouTube! I'm so sorry I'm late. I'm like really late. I'm like 30 minutes late. Okay, so hear me out though. Hear me out. I was doing my mid-January readings, which FYI, Scorpio and Aries will be up today. Yay! And then each day this week I'll roll out a few zodiac signs for the mid-January check-ins. And so that went way over. And the other thing is we lost power last night. We had a major like windstorm, and I haven't had power since like 10:30 last night. So we just got it back, and I wasn't really sure if I was going to be able to go live because you have to have Wi-Fi to go live, people. All right, and I mean you don't have to, but you know I do. Anyways, I'm so sorry. But welcome. Thank you for waiting for me. 45 of you waited. Appreciate it. If you're new to me, say what's up. I'm going to chat with you guys for a minute, get my cards ready, pull my laptop up because I have nothing ready right now. And y'all, I did not straighten my hair today because, really? Hello? My computer won't turn on. Because, like I said, I didn't really have power, so it's a little crazy today. Sorry. Deal with it. Hey, Carmen Boo. Hey, Southern RN. What's up? Oh, you had a tornado hit there, Amy? That's scary. We didn't have a tornado, but it was intense. Thank you. Thanks for the compliments. Hey, Sim. Welcome back. You love Sundays because of me. Thank you, Gemini. That makes me feel so good. You guys are so sweet to me, honestly. I love when you guys message me. I can't answer them all, but some of you message me like on Instagram and Facebook and stuff. And it always makes me feel so good. Which, speaking of which, I had one of my subscribers send me a gift for my birthday. Thank you, girl. I forgot to wear the earrings today. But I am wearing the bracelet. She sent me one of the bracelets. She sent me a few. But this is one of them. So she gifted this middle one to me. Isn't that so sweet? So Dawn, I'm wearing your bracelet today. My mother gave me this one. It's from Hawaii. It's made from volcanic rock. And then my son's girlfriend got me this one. It's the Tree of Life. It says family. I just love it. I like to wear jewelry that's meaningful to me. So thank you so much, Dawn, if you're on here. Thank you for sending that to me. And she wrote me a really beautiful card. So yeah. And then Carmen, my moderator, she sent me a curtain, which Carmen, I haven't hung it up yet, okay? Because one, I'm a procrastinator. Two, I don't have the bar thingy, so I gotta go buy the bar thingy. But thank you for sending me a curtain. She sent me a curtain because every time I go live in the other room, like the sun is always like in my eyes. So I'm definitely gonna use the curtain. I'm definitely gonna hang it up. You're the best. I was surprised by that one. It's a pretty color too. So I can't get my laptop to open up, which is crazy. Like, look at it. It's just stuck. Can you guys see it? Nothing's happening. Oh, because it's dying. Great. Who cares? I'm just not even gonna mess with it. So. All right. This is the best drink ever, and I'm not getting paid by Starbucks at all. But the Very Berry Refresher is so good. It's like liquid cocaine or something. Is it okay to say that on YouTube? Probably not. Don't do drugs. But you know what I'm saying? It's really good. If you haven't tried it, try it next time you go. All right, so I'm going to get my cards ready to talk to you guys for about 6 more minutes. And just chat and let you know what the energy I've been feeling as usual. Let me tell you, this full moon that we had on January 10th was intense, y'all. It was an intense moon. And I think that it kind of depends on where your placements are as far as like how much you felt it. But last week was an incredibly unusual week for me. First of all, I've been in a very good mood lately, but last week I was like in the darkest depth of whatever the hell I was feeling. I physically I felt ill, like literally felt ill. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I didn't really start feeling like myself till Thursday, and not like a cold, not like something you could like put your finger on, but just my energy levels were like tanking. And I guess like when I don't physically feel good, emotionally I don't feel good. You know what I'm saying? So then emotionally I was like kind of all over the place. And then as we got closer to Friday, so the full moon was on the 10th, my energy levels started spiking back up again, and now I feel like myself again. So I don't know if anybody else has felt that, or it's just me, or I don't know. But I think a lot of people have been feeling that, and you're going to have a much better week this week. So there'll be a surge in the energy this week. There'll be more of a optimistic like type of vibe just because of where we're at planetarily right now. Which I don't know about y'all, but I'm looking forward to that. Okay, so let's everybody, let's say like a quick prayer for this week's reading that everything goes well, right? So yeah, yesterday I celebrated my middle child's 12th birthday. He's a Capricorn. It was so fun. We had his birthday party at Dave and Buster's. I don't know if you guys have ever been there. It's pretty fun. They actually have pretty good food too. That's where he wanted to go. I didn't pick it, but it was a good time with family and friends. And then afterwards, we had friends come over, and you know, it was a good day. I had a really fun day. I love video games because I'm like a child. So I really get into video games. I try not to put too much of my energy there because, you know, I'm also an adult and I got shit to do. But if I have downtime, yeah. Y'all know I did ask for a Super Nintendo for my Christmas present. There's just this teeny little child in me that I cannot say no to, you know? I don't know. It's also a good like way to distract your mind, right? Hey, Morningstar, welcome. Doing good, how are you? I'm sorry I don't read all of your chats, but I want you to know after the video leaves, I do go back and read through them. So, yeah. My weekend was actually really nice, and today it's gorgeous out. The sun is shining. It's like 70 degrees out, y'all. As soon as I get done with this live, I'm going outside. I'm probably going to lay in the sun because I could use a tan. I'm like powder white right now, really. Hold on a second. Sorry, I had to hide someone real quick. Anyways, blah, blah, blah. Nobody cares. Let's move forward. Aries. We're going to start with you, Aries. And like I said, mid-January readings will be up starting today, actually. And Aries, your video will be up today for your mid-January check-in. I am up 1,000 subscribers just since I went live last Sunday, which is crazy because I didn't post any new content. And usually, if you're not a YouTuber, you may not know how this works. YouTube is very sensitive, like the algorithm. So if you're not consistently posting, it won't push your videos out to like where it shows up when you search. So you have to be pretty consistent in what you're putting out to grow your channel. So when you're not putting content out, it's like your subscriber count almost comes to a complete stop generally. And may even start to go backwards because people are fickle, you know. I hate to say that, you know, some of y'all are fickle pickles, you know. People be subscribing, unsubscribing, subscribing, unsubscribing. You know, that's normal though. That's normal. And then you'll have the people that will stick with you through the whole thing. But usually when I don't post content, I just kind of stay stagnant at whatever number I stopped at. And this past week, I haven't posted anything and I still went up 1,000 subscribers and my videos are still being viewed. So thank you guys. Thank you. Thank you. I'm at 51,000 now. Woo woo. That's incredible. That's awesome. That means you guys are sharing them. That means you're talking about it. That means you're putting it out there. So cool. The Sagittarius reading was really one of the stronger readings from the last round that is still getting viewed. I'm still getting comments on it, even though it's over a week old, which is unusual. It's unusual. So I'm glad that I touched you guys with that one. I'm always hoping to, you know, have an impact there. All right. I have you fiending for readings. It's cool. All right. So anyways, I just wanted to say thank you. So let's start with Aries, shall we? I'm actually going to use one of the simplest decks I have because this deck has been on fire lately for my readings. And so it's not steered me wrong this past week or two. So I'm going to stick with that one. And we're going to go ahead and get started, y'all. Welcome. If you're new, thank you for joining. Aries. So Aries, overall energy here is the 10 of Wands. And underneath this, you have the 5 of Wands, which is all about challenges. This can be kind of like a burdensome energy. All right. You might have a lot on your plate or a lot of stuff you need to get done this upcoming week. Absolutely. This can talk about having a lot of responsibility as well. But also the 10 of Wands is like, it's right at that end point. You know what I'm saying? Like right where that work is going to pay off, or like right to the point for some of you where it gets too much that you unload. Okay. So it could go one of two ways. But it's almost at the ending point. So for whatever this is resonating with for you, that's what I feel. And then you have your 11th house here highlighted. Okay. And this is all about your friendship circles, creativity, groups. It can be like a startup type of vibe. I actually think of this vibe as more of like a independent entrepreneurial type of energy. It's the 11th house, which is highlighting like Aquarius energy. But, you know, I feel like some of you also might be experimenting with new ideas, new places, new food, etc., or you're being encouraged to this week as a way to help lessen the burden that you might be feeling, okay? So sometimes we can't always help like when we're feeling heavy, but what you can do to kind of disperse that heavy energy is to like kind of place yourself in a situation where you have to be present in the present moment. Okay, so like with your friend circle, forcing yourself to get out there and be social, or concentrating like on your goals, or you know, the tangible type of vibes to get out of that energy. So I definitely feel that way. This is kind of a rebellious type of vibe as well. So you may feel like bucking the system, especially if you feel like you're doing all the work, or you've done like your fair share of the work. And now you're like, okay, what the hell? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a buck in the system. Now, let me tell you, this reading here, the one I did for you for your mid-January check-in, was fabulous. Fabulous. Like, I was jealous. I was hoping I had a little bit of Aries in my chart by the time I was done with that reading. So definitely check that one out, because if things have been heavy lately, that energy is getting ready to lift. And it showed up as the 10 of Swords in your mid-month that I'm getting ready to post later today. And now showing up at the 10 of Wands. Yeah, watch those emos, those emotions. Your emotions may be running high, or it could be like the people around you are just seem to be like very sensitive, very touchy. And it's that full moon energy that's still kind of lingering, even though we're 2 days away, you know? So definitely watch that, Aries. All right. So We get 3 cards here. Oh my goodness gracious. All right, so you have the Knight of Pentacles, the 3 of Swords, and the 6 of Wands. I like that the 6 of Wands is at the end though, okay? So for some of you have definitely went through a period where, you know, things were really stagnant, or as you begin the week, it may feel like things are moving molassesly. It's not a word. Where you feel like things are going so slow. You know, some of you might be looking back on your emotions, and especially things that have hurt you or made you feel burdened and kind of being stuck there for whatever reason. But then there's a release coming here, okay? So I feel like you're going to be victorious in whatever this is and overcoming whatever this is, okay? So this is an overcoming type of vibe. So if you had been stuck there mentally, spiritually, physically, there's a change coming this upcoming week that's going to break you loose of that heaviness, that burden, whatever this is for you, okay? Let's see. I always want to do only 3 cards, but then I get really curious. I always end up doing 6. I can't help it. Let's see. Yeah, King of Wands, 10 of Cups. Well, the King of Wands, 8 of Cups, 6 of Cups. Yep. The King of Wands is your energy, star card at the bottom of the deck, whether you're male or female. So I do feel like it's been very slow movement forward, particularly if you've had to separate yourself or walk away from somebody, something, a career, whatever this is for you, or just kind of accept the fact that you may get what you want, but it may not be the way in which you wanted it. I don't know why that came to mind, but it did. Something to do with that. That's going to be left behind this week. There might have been something that hurt your feelings within the home, family environment, or you might have had a 10 of Cups situation where like you felt very emotionally fulfilled only to be let down or something like that. This is all bubbling to the surface. I hate to tell you that, or it recently has, particularly Friday and Saturday of this past week. But I feel like for a lot of you, this is past energy. And what you have coming is the 6 of Wands, 6 of Cups. So 2 6s, you know, and 5s represent change, conflict, things of that nature. 6s, you're moving out of that energy though. Okay. So I feel like, you know, there will be healing here. And I had a song come up for you, Aries, in the monthly reading, mid-month, that I haven't posted yet. And it was The Weekend. And it was the song I Feel It Coming. I feel it coming. I feel it coming, baby. Na, na, na. If you don't feel it coming, you're going to feel it coming. All right. So some definite healing here, having being successful and overcoming past hurts. Well, that's what full moons allow us to do, is to release. So I see success this week, Aries. And I think that it's going to be really important too that you really kind of put yourself outside of your comfort zone and maybe experiment with new things, new ideas. You know, if you have like a set routine, you may be really wanting to buck that routine this week. You know what I'm saying? Like you may really be tempted to go outside whatever your normal schedule is. And actually you're being encouraged to, because it'll help you break loose of this emotional energy. All right. Yeah. Now some of you, it could be someone you're dealing with that's feeling emotionally heavy, that you have past history with, that you had heartache with. They may still be feeling a lot of high emotions, but you have already moved past that, or will be, or something to do with that. And if you're dealing with someone that's really toxic, Aries, definitely check out the reading I'm going to post today, because I felt like that person was getting desperate. And if you're a cross watcher, you probably would kill me right now, but I felt a desperation on someone you were dealing with side, okay? And so if that's resonating with you, definitely check out the reading I'm getting ready to post, because I felt that. All right, could be dealing with an Aquarius, another Aries, Leo, Sag. Could be water, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. I have Earth as well, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. That was Aries. All right, Taurus. Taurus, you have the Five of Pentacles. What the heck, y'all? This better not be how it is for all the Zodiac signs. Not terrible, but you definitely may be wanting to isolate a little bit, okay? This upcoming week, the Five of Pentacles is like kind of wanting to have like an introverted vibe. Some of you may feel like a little left out, or you may be making someone else feel like this. What's this about? Then you have Sagittarius energy here. This could be your energy or someone you're dealing with, the Voyager, okay? So this is all about, like I said, being independent, going outside of your comfort zone, very similar to Aries reading. Some of you are on the cusp. This is more of an adventurous vibe. It's blunt, you know, so you won't mince words this week. Nope. Your filter might be lacking this week. That could be what's lacking here. But this can be a very lucky, happy-go-lucky type of vibe as well. So I do like this energy for that reason. It's just like you might be really wanting to put yourself like in situations where you haven't been or experienced before, like traveling, or you know, some of you might be traveling this week, or it's just a very philosophical type of vibe here that I'm feeling, Taurus. It's a very enthusiastic vibe, wanting to be more independent for sure. So let's see. Then you have full moon in Virgo energy. This says you're good enough. Well, of course you're good enough, Taurus. What the deal? Okay, so some of you might have been having a lack of self-worth, or maybe feeling like you weren't good enough, or that you weren't working hard enough, or you weren't, you know, you might have a lot of like self-doubt that kind of creeps up on you no matter how hard you try to overcome that, okay, or you kind of succumb to that at points in time. But I feel like this energy is saying, you know, continue to put in the effort, because you are good enough, Taurus. So let's see. 3 of Wands. 5 of Cups. The Hermit, 3 of Cups, 2 of Swords. So I feel like, Taurus, you know, somebody might, you might be patiently waiting on an opportunity to represent itself, especially if you've had regrets in the way that you handled something in the past. You may be hoping for another opportunity to reconnect, or some of you might be surrounding yourself by, like, with your social circle to take your mind off the fact that you're waiting on something that you don't think is coming, or that you feel was a missed opportunity or a lost opportunity, okay? And for others of you, you're dealing with someone that may be at a distance from you, most definitely emotionally, for some of you physically as well, but they have a lot of regrets, are hoping for reconciliation. They may not be sharing that with you. Definitely keeping it quiet, okay? So whether it's you or them, it's being kept quiet this week. And I felt that isolation. Like, I didn't feel like a very extroverted vibe for you, Taurus. I felt like whatever you're dealing with emotionally, you're going to deal with it on your own in silence. And yeah, you might look into it, you might try and seek some answers, but you're not going to verbalize it until you feel ready to verbalize it. Okay, so whatever this is for you. Like I said, some of you are definitely going to be traveling, all right? And you know if you are. But this, it really doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter. I feel like this, it's almost like an escapist vibe, you know, or like wanting to distract yourself by having adventures, by surrounding yourself with your social circle. But like at the end of the day, at the end of the night, it's you still come back to this feeling of like either not being understood or like an isolated type of vibe, and really needing to seek some, like, seek further. Don't ignore that, Taurus. Dig a little bit deeper. Where is it truly coming from? Okay, because the energy here is saying you're good enough. So whatever this lack mentality is, it's got to go this week for sure. All right. And like I said, if this isn't how you're feeling, this could be the person you're dealing with. If you're dealing with someone, I feel like you don't see something coming, which is funny because for Aries reading, I felt you feel it coming, and then in Taurus's reading, I feel like you don't see it, you don't feel it, or I don't know, like the opposite of that. So I don't know what this is about. What's the Hermit? So Two of Swords. Yeah. See, you need to be more like Aries and put your mind into a place where you say, I feel it coming. Because what you don't know, what you don't see is that the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords is here. So there is new information coming through this week, I feel, and it could be in regards to another opportunity that you thought was missed, whether that's in work or love, whatever. Or it's like you have a new idea about what you want to put your time and energy into, and it's a much more solid plan, path, whatever, than maybe you had laid out the first time around. Some best, you know, you ever heard that saying, best laid plans? You know, they never go through, right? They never go right. Sometimes our plans get messed up in life because it ain't the right time, or there's something better out there, or whatever. And I feel like you need to hear that and feel that so that you can see it coming. Because almost you're kind of like blocking yourself from self-enlightenment to a degree or another. Okay. Some of you may not be aware of the fact that someone you're dealing with is feeling this way, you know, and wants a new opportunity. Okay. It's all being kept very quiet, and it's got a lot to do with security, self-esteem, and kind of being one in like an isolated vibe. Yeah. Interesting. Could be dealing with a Virgo, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Taurus, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius in particular. Small possibility of air. That's like every zodiac sign. All right. That was Taurus. Gemini. So good. Gemini. Here we go. Gemini, you have the Knight of Pentacles here. So this is talking about trust in this deck. Interesting. So that could be the basis of this week, is like investing into things and people that you can trust. Okay, this is Taurus energy as well. So I do feel like some of you might be on the cusp or dealing with one for sure. Sagittarius, I just had that for Taurus. So yeah. So I also feel similar to Taurus's reading. This is all about being independent, being more adventurous, or needing to seek out things outside of your comfort zone, needing to seek out connections outside of your current social network, you know, and kind of going into like an experimental type of vibe, okay? This is kind of a risk-taking vibe, but there's also an assurance of trust here, which is really interesting. So it's like, kind of like the vibe is I guess trust that this is the right time to put yourself out there. If you weren't really sure, Gemini, I'm not entirely sure where that's going. Yeah, this is saying show the world the real you. Aquarius vibes here for some of you. It's basically saying trust that if you put yourself out there this week, Gemini, and you show your authentic self, your real you, that you're going to pull in some energy that you will like towards you. Okay, so I like this because Gemini, your readings have been really dark, not gonna lie, for a while now. So this is a much more expansive energy. This is much more independent type of vibe here. You know, you'd be surprised how many people are not their authentic selves. We all do. I mean, essentially we all do it, right? You have your work you know, friend you, who you around your mother is different than who you're around like when you're your bestie. You know what I'm saying? Like very few people are the exact same, you know, version of themselves in every single one of those situations that I just pointed out, right? We all, and it's not that it's fake, it's that we all have very complex layers to our personality, and the people you're around pull out those certain pieces of your personality, all right? Now, Gemini, you are the chameleon of the zodiac, so you know this better than anyone, right? You know that you adapt to your surroundings and to the people you're around. But I feel that highlighted here. And this is saying to actually pull back on that chameleon nature and to, yes, read the room, but don't become the room. You know what I'm saying? Like, stay true to your authentic self. It's going to be really important this week. I don't know why. Maybe you'll be tempted to do something other than that. Who knows? And as I say, your social circle, there's the Three of Cups. And the Three of Wands in the reverse. I put Taurus's cards back, right? I'm getting all the same cards here. So, Gemini, I feel like, you know, you may have walked away from things that you couldn't trust, people you couldn't trust, all right? And surrounding yourself with your social network, your social circle will be important this upcoming week. I feel like if you had been waiting for someone else to change, someone to communicate, your ships to come in, you are no longer waiting, okay? And that's not a bad thing. This is saying, I don't even care. You know, like I'm not going to wait any longer, okay? And then the Knight of Swords breaks through this energy, all right? And the Two of Wands just flew out. I'll pick it up in a minute. And then the King of Swords, yup. Yeah. So I feel like Gemini, yeah, you know, it's walking away from the need to have communication. For some of you, for absolute sure. You know, no longer waiting on that, wanting to surround yourself with your social network and move forward in your life. You know what I'm saying? It could be that someone that was waiting for you is, you know, they're coming out of that energy, but not really. Gemini, some of you have someone here that makes, can I get this out? Some of you have someone here that wants you to think that they have moved on from you, but they're full of shit. Sorry. That's just the truth. Thank you for the $2.99, Elizabeth. Appreciate it. And I hate it if you're the cross watcher. Some of you, this is you. You want someone to believe that? Not true. You know? Um, because this is like, yeah, I'm no longer waiting, but yeah, I'm still thinking about it, you know? So that is waiting. You know? So that's really specific, and that's for some of you. Like, someone might be trying to call your bluff, but don't let them fool you. You know what I'm saying? I think that whatever the situation is, okay, so it doesn't really matter. What you need to trust is that continue being your authentic self, continue living your life and putting your time and energy into yourself. And that will in turn cause this person to have to take action. Okay, so if you felt like you were the one that needed to put energy forward, I don't think so. I think you need to continue putting your focus to whatever you've been putting your focus on, and being that independent Gemini that you are. And this person eventually will pick up on the cues that you're not buying into their bullshit and be like, all right, I guess I'll communicate, you know, or like, or they might let go. I don't know. It'll be different for each of you. But that's definitely what I feel here for a good majority. All right. For those of you who aren't dealing with anyone, I just feel this is a sense of walking away from needing to know. It's like, from needing to know, period. Walking away from needing to know. Kind of being at a crossroads as far as what your next adventure is going to be. I think that the decisions you make during this time frame, Gemini, are going to be important, because they're going to take you on a different path and a different experience. So choose wisely, you know. Choose the path that allows you to be your authentic self. Have you ever been around someone where you felt like you couldn't be yourself around them? Have you ever been around someone where you felt like they're judging you? Those are not your people. Those are not your people. If you have to change who you are to get along with someone, that's your answer. Okay, so this is saying surround yourself with people that you could be the real you. All right? Could be dealing with the air sign: Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, Sagittarius, Earth, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. Smaller possibility of water or fire. Sorry. Anyways. Let's go to Cancer. Cancer, what is up? All right, I can't be having my videos hitting like 15, 20,000 views, and Cancer is sitting at a piddly 2,000. Y'all need to show me some support. And that's all I'm going to say to you right now, Cancer. Like, seriously. I don't know why, but my Cancer videos always lag way behind all the other zodiac signs. I guess I don't have a lot of viewership that fall under that zodiac, but I'm trying to connect with you, Cancer. Give me some love, y'all. But let's see what you got coming for you this upcoming week. So you have the Judgment card out. And this is all about Angel of the Past. So this is about past decisions to me, okay? Past judgment calls, right? Things that you may be quite possibly revisiting. This is also Libra energy, okay? But I actually feel like this is saying trust the past decisions. I don't know why. What's that about? Yeah, Mars card, which is all about action. I don't feel like this is a caution not to repeat the past. I feel like this is giving you assurance that if you were questioning a decision you made in the past, that you made the right decision. Do you know what I'm saying? So some of you needed to hear that. This is all about your desire, impulses. Some of you might be looking, into getting your physical body better in shape, working out, You might feel a surge in your energy this upcoming week. And it's saying if you do feel a surge in your energy, exude that. You know what I'm saying? Like, do stuff, fix things, clean, whatever it is. Otherwise it can become a very like nervous, impatient energy, and it could lead to anger. So don't let it go there. Let this energy drive your willpower forward. Okay, so that's what I feel is being encouraged. I like the Mars card. It's Aries energy as well, if you're dealing with one. Oh, too many cards. Let's take the... Oh, it says show the world the real you. I'm going to shuffle these again. Some of you could be dealing with a Gemini or be on the cusp of Cancer and Gemini or have that somewhere in your chart. But this is all about, don't question your past judgments. Cancer, there's a reason that you made those choices back then. And whether it became, whether or not you got the outcome you wanted, it doesn't really matter. All right, because you learned something along the way and it was part of your path, right? So some of you really need to hear that your past decisions, okay, are in the past. And now it's time to take action on your future, on your present. And it'll be important to follow your true desires and be the real you this upcoming week, okay? So you have the Knight of Swords, the Two of Wands, oops, the Knight of Pentacles. So don't go back on past choices. Don't go back on that. Do not try and take something back. Does that make sense? Some of you want to communicate with someone from your past or change your mind about a decision you made in the past. And this is saying, you have to look towards the future. The past is the past, okay? And so needing to let that go, I feel. Some of you, it could be someone you're dealing with if this isn't you, that wants to communicate something to you, but I feel like you're looking more towards your future and where you want it to be. There is a bit of a stagnant vibe here with the Knight of Pentacles. So I think you really need to carefully consider your words during this upcoming week, because especially with Mars here, you may be like driven off your impulse and say some shit you regret, So be careful with that. Don't repeat the past. You know what I'm saying? Cancer. This is highlighting and encouraging you to be more independent, if anything else. So now you have the Queen of Pentacles over the Knight of Swords. No, sorry. Yeah, Queen of Pentacles over the Knight of Swords. Two of Wands over the Empress. And then the Nine of Swords over the Knight of Pentacles. Oh, yeah. So, Cancer, yeah, I feel like it'll be important to keep yourself present in the present moment this upcoming week. You may be receiving some new communication, though, side note, in the work arena. And I do feel like it's, it's good communication. Some of you, it's kind of like a competitive vibe. So watch that if that's you or someone you're dealing with. I feel like it allows you to move forward in that arena if you've been waiting on that, okay? Because I see some of you have been waiting to either communicate or receive something that helps you push the energy forward. And I see it particularly within career, finances, but it can be any area of your life. So I do see that coming through. You're needing to exercise a lot of patience this week, okay? And not that you're an impatient sign, but you're being influenced by Mars, which is an impatient energy. So it's like going to be really difficult to do that, I feel, because you're going to want to push forward, right? But this is like saying you need to really carefully consider things and Don't get all wrapped up in now, here, now, here, now. You know what I'm saying? Some of you are kind of stuck in your head because the energy is not moving as fast as you want it to, and you're getting damn impatient, just like I just said. And I feel impatient right now. Because you're like, I want to, you know, like, I feel like you're in one of those moods, Cancer, where you would rather fight it out than walk away. I just feel like an immense amount of, I don't know, I can't even describe it. So like this week, as opposed to like walking away, you might be like, nah, we're gonna talk about this. You know what I'm saying? That type of vibe. And that's that. And this is saying, watch that, chill out. Like, yeah. For others of you, if this is not your energy, this could be someone you're dealing with. Obviously, it could be someone you have past history with. You know, that you may have recently had a conversation with, or they want to have a conversation with. I see movement forward actually, but then things slow down. It becomes stagnant, and I feel like there's some amount of stress or worry here as to why that is, whether that's on your part or their part. So it's like kind of a movement forward and then a movement back. Thank you for the $9.99, Michelle. Appreciate you. So I'm going to clarify that one for you, Cancer. So, Eight of Cups. Don't repeat the past. If it does seem like things are moving forward, but it's like, I don't know how else to put this. Like if you may have communication or something that makes you think things are moving forward, but actually it's not. It's going to stagnate. There'll be another walking away. There's stress. There's Nine of Swords. Like there's not forward momentum, and that may really piss you off or really piss this person off. You know, and you want to break through that. It's almost like, have you ever punched your pillow or like screamed into your pillow? Like, have you ever been that angry where you stomped your feet like a toddler? I'm not saying you're doing this, Cancer. I'm just asking. If somebody is stalling the energy, thank you, stalling. That's the perfect word for it. If it's someone that's stalling the energy, that may be how you feel. Like, you know, like Clark Griswold from that movie where he just loses his shit at the end of the day. Yeah. That's how I feel. So, because you want movement forward. So, dear goodness gracious, if you are dealing with the Cancer and you're trying to stall the energy or stagnate it, you better watch out. It might get you, you know? So, or doing, did I say Cancer? Yes. I almost said Sagittarius. Some of you might be doing it the Sag. But again, this energy could be vice versa. That could be someone you're dealing with. Okay. I got to end it there. But you could be dealing with Aries, Libra, Aquarius, to a lesser degree Gemini, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, Scorpio. Small possibility of another Cancer or Pisces. This is the predominant zodiac signs I'm seeing. All right, I'm going to give these cards a good old shuffling. At least these, because I keep getting the same energy. So, sorry, I'm reading. Thank you, Kim. Glad it resonated. Going to Leo now. Going to Leo. Paging all of my Leos. Leo. All right, so Leo, you came out as yourself, which is cool. Queen of Wands, whether you're male or female, because it's a general. So this is a very creative, a very confident nature, you know, that you may be exuding this upcoming week. I really like this vibe. It's got a lot of yellow in it, and yellow to me is like kind of an optimistic color, a very energetic type of vibe. Ooh, wait, baby. So then you have Venus. Venus being highlighted here, which is all about love. This is going to be love for a lot of you. But don't forget that love can also pertain to your passions, your career, you know, self. So take it as it resonates. But this is that animal magnetism that a Leo can bring to the table. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like you're really tapping into that. This talks about attraction, indulgence, beauty, harmony, really wanting that in your life, or having that for some of you. It talks about, as it pertains to like career, loving what you do, wanting to be surrounded by luxury, by wealth. Some of you are already there. Some of you are working towards it. You know, so I like this. Okay. And then you have the surrender to the divine energy here. So for some of you, you know, this last full moon really put a major shift in your heart towards things that drive the creative portion of you, wanting more beauty, wanting more harmony in your life and less strife. Do you know what I'm feeling? And I feel like once you put yourself into that frame of mind, Leo, you're going to start attracting that to you naturally this upcoming week, okay? So let's see. King of Swords, Seven of Cups, the Devil. Great. Leo, didn't I say you were tired of the strife? Okay. Then you have the Emperor. Here you are, King of Wands. There's too many people here. I can already tell you that. What's the Devil? Queen of Wands. Okay. Leo, me and you are going to have a chat, because honestly, your readings have really been throwing me through a loop lately, okay? And I need you to go into this Venus love energy and love yourself, okay? Surrender which you cannot control. Now, a lot of you are doing that, okay? And I like that. But there's still residual energy here. And one thing I will tell you is there's too many damn people here. Now, does that mean there's a third party? Not for all of you. Some of you, absolutely. For others of you, it could just be like a lot of family, a lot of friends, a lot of people that want to give their opinion on your love life. They are not in your love life. Okay, so even though mom means well when she gives advice, or your bestie is thinking of your highest good when they're talking to you, they're not the ones sleeping with your partner. Okay, you are. You know, so you got to come from a genuine place. And I think that, you know, people who give love advice, it is usually really well intended, but also it's easy for that person to say when they're not the one who has feelings. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's easy to be objective and be like, oh, that person isn't good for you. Yeah, because you ain't in love with them, you idiot. Because when you're in love with someone, it's much different. It's not that easy, right? Especially if you're a Leo, okay? Because Leos don't give up easily. Not on love. Not if they truly love you. I don't know why I went into that spiel, but some of you definitely needed to hear that, okay? Because you might have had some woes in your love life, right? Or a lot of people trying to give you their opinion. And it's like, save it. Save your opinion. Okay, so let's go into each of the cards now. King of Swords, Seven of Cups, the Devil. I feel like if there has been confusion, ruminating thoughts, addictions for some of you, most definitely, there is like a lot of thinking energy here going on. Some of you are obsessively thinking about what your next move is, you know, simply in your life and your career, where your passion is. because it's a lot of contemplative energy here, Leo. And if you get too stuck in your head this week, it's going to start to feel really, really heavy. So this is saying stay action oriented. Stay, you got to move the energy. If you let the energy stay up here, you're going to get really toxic. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like if you just sit in your room and let your brain go there, you're really going to go there. All right. So this is saying keep it moving. This week, it'll be really important to take control over that. Take control over that. Put your energy into your creativity. Okay. With the Queen of Wands here, I definitely feel, and the King of Wands, I feel like your passion is in overdrive. Now that could be good or bad. First of all, you might be very attractive to other people this week. You might just be like pulling them into you. Some of you are pulling in multiple options. I can't even lie. Particularly if you're a Leo female, you might have multiple options that you're not even aware of. But it can be male or female. But I see two different dudes here. Okay, you could just be dealing with two different people. Maybe like your father and an ex, or you have two options, or two men here. I don't know. If you are dealing with two people, then one of them is definitely a control freak, absolutely, positively sure. The other one's really confused about where they stand with you, I think. And either way, you're obsessing. You are obsessing, I feel, if this is your situation, over what to do in regards to the situation. And if that is you, then this is saying surrender. Surrender all of it. Focus on yourself. What's right for you will come to you. All right? That's for those of you who have two people. I feel like either way, Leo, it doesn't really matter what circumstance you're in. You really need to channel your energy into things that bring you harmony, okay? And whatever this toxic energy is here that's got the situation or you feeling heavy, surrender it. Oh my gosh, I'm not even in the camera anymore. My bad. Surrender that vibe. You know what I'm saying? Do you know how to do that? Because I feel like when I say surrender, a lot of people don't know what that actually means. And it is surrendering the need to be right. It is surrendering feeling like you need to control a situation. It is having faith that karma will do what karma is supposed to do, and that you don't have to intervene in that. That's what I'm feeling here. Give up control. Thank you, Chris. All right. Yeah, I don't even know where to end it, but I guess I'm going to end it there. Leo, it's so crazy because like the overall energy is so beautiful. So I guess like don't get caught up in your head this week, all right? Because that's the only thing stopping this energy from playing out for you. Honestly, that's it. The only thing that's in your way is what I just spoke about. All right? Could be dealing with Capricorn, another fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag, Air, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Yeah. Yes. Before all those crazy cards came out, I was going to tell you guys that that I got this dress from a Leo. It was a gift like a few days ago. And it was just very romantic. And it was just out of the blue. It was really sweet. And it was from my husband. My husband's a Leo. You guys want to see the dress? He thought it, I guess maybe because I'm a witchy woman. I don't know. But it's just all black. But let me tell you, ladies, if you're dealing with a Leo man and they aren't like showing you constant adoration, then you need to get you a new one. Because Leo men, when they're high vibrating, they are amazing partners. They like are always clued into what you would want. They're great gift givers. They're very thoughtful. And they love doing little things like that. Like just, I bought you a dress for no reason. I'm like, aw, that's so sweet. You know, things like that. So sweet. So, Leo, tap into that vibe, okay? Whether you're male or female. Come from your loving space. Give your heart, though, to people who deserve it, all right? And yeah, I know a lot of you have had bad experiences with Leos, but they're not the type that are going to make, you know, either they're interested or they're not. I think they're very black and white, but they're players if they don't care. The worst kind. But if they truly are in love with you, you are the only person that exists. Period. And yeah. They were very good partners. In my experience. I'm biased, obviously. All right. Let's go to Virgo. Virgo. So I have the Queen of Swords here. Virgo could be dealing with the air sign, or that could be the energy you're embodying. And this is all about independence and asserting your independence. And yeah, I feel like that's the vibe you're going to be bringing to the table this week. I have a Kelly Clarkson song stuck in my head. I'm not going to sing it. It's Independent, I think the name of the song is. Okay, I'm going to sing it. What is this feeling taking over? I don't know, that just came out of the blue. You guys know what song I'm talking about? I don't even listen to Kelly Clarkson anymore. I don't know. Fourth house here is all about, this is a really interesting dynamic. So the fourth house is highlighting your family, your home, your background, your childhood, your inner world, right? So it's all about self-care and rejuvenation and really getting rid of old habits and bringing in new habits into your life. And so it's a very rooted energy, but at the same time, you're asserting independence. So for some of you, you are really going outside of the norm of what you've always known your roots to come from. You know what I'm saying? So this is asserting that you're making your own decisions about your life, and maybe placing an emphasis on like what you're choosing based on your putting your family first, you know, which is good, you know, you should, you know, but also being respectful of your inner world and really taking care of self. Some of you may be seeking comfort, you know, but yet at the same time you're calling the shots. So it's kind of like I don't know. It's a very back and forth energy, I feel. And then new moon in Sagittarius here. So I definitely feel that luck is on your side, okay? So good energy here, Virgo. The Sagittarius vibes are pushing you to be more independent and to make and get in control of your own life, okay? Not getting rid of where you came from, but also knowing that where you came from is not defining who you're going to be, Does that make sense? A lot of people get wrapped up in the thought that what family circumstance they came from or how they were raised is how they're always going to be, and that's how they're always going to live, and that's what category they're in. Not true. And I feel like that's you feeling like, no, I make my own decisions, my own choice, and wanting to be independent of that way of thinking. All right? So, whoa. All right. So then you have Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Wands here. And then the Judgment card. Ace of Wands and the Hermit. Okay. So, Virgo, I feel like, oh, okay. Some of you are really holding on to old hurt emotions, maybe stemming all the way from childhood. All right. But I see a decision being made here to free yourself of that energy. And there's a new opportunity to tap into the things that make you feel passionate again, that make you feel motivated. All right, so I feel like there's definitely, for some of you, new ideas that you'll be launching, new creative opportunities, and this is your card, the Hermit. You might have done a lot of soul searching recently, Virgo. Having trouble letting go of old habits, old ways. But at the same time, holding on to those things was putting you in a downward spiral. And so really needing to cut that cord. And it could be because sometimes in life, when we get really used to our habits, or, you know, when we have been taught a certain thing or a certain way of living, it can almost feel like I want to hold on to those traditions and values, but at the same time, those tradition and values might be very toxic for you. And feeling some sort of like guilt or remorse if you were to change, maybe be like fearing change, or like fearing that maybe you won't be accepted or something to deal with that. And that is, it holds you back when you do that. Because you're here to be authentically you. Not to be who your parents want you to be, not to be who your spouse wants you to be, not to be who your children want you to be, but who you authentically are. And asserting that independence is very important. So I feel that vibe for you. Deep reading. Deep reading. The good news is this energy is being supported. So if you had been feeling stuck emotionally, particularly, I feel like you're going to make the decision to instead take that emotion and turn it into creativity. Turn it into things that fulfill that little Virgo passion in you. And like I said, I got that song in my head. And that was the lyrics. What are these feelings taking over? It's Little Miss Independent. That's the name of the song. Little Miss Independent. This time. I haven't heard that song in a minute. That's whether you're male or female, okay? You can be a man and listen to Kelly Clarkson. No shame. Okay, so could be dealing with another earth sign: Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, Sagittarius, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Aries. Libra. Give me 1 second, guys. I have got to give me one tiny moment. I gotta get a tissue. Hold please, I shall be right back. Let's hang out for a minute, chat amongst each other, I don't know. Woo. All right, sorry about that. Okay, Libra, darlings. Libra. Let's see what my Libras are dealing with. Libra, Two of Wands. It's all about progress, movement forward. Okay, some of you may have felt like you weren't seeing the progress that you wanted to see, or maybe been at a crossroads, not really sure, you know, which direction you wanted to go. But I see that there will be progress this week, which is nice. And then you have your Gemini energy here. Some of you could have that in your chart, be dealing with one. Others of you, it's just the vibes around you. This is all about communication, okay? And so I feel that, you know, communication is going to be important. It's a very social vibe that I feel like is going to be here for you, Libra. A very collaborative vibe, especially in the work environment, but it could be within family, within friends. This is being connected. And, you know, if you have something to say, like, this would be the greatest week to be able to put it out there, because I feel like you will be an effective communicator this week. Does that make sense? On the other side of this, it can be very restless, very fidgety energy if you're not moving this energy, okay? So if you're sitting around stuck in your head, you're not communicating, you're not socializing, you're introverting, then you're gonna feel restless as hell and possibly anxious. So careful with that, okay? This is saying be vocal. All right. And then you have the new moon in Aquarius energy. Could be dealing with Aquarius. Have that somewhere in your chart. And this says bring love into the situation. All right. So I think that any air sign in particular is good at putting logic over their heart. And Libra, you are excellent at this. Because one, you're also the moderator of the Zodiac, right? You can see things from everyone's viewpoint. And that's what makes you an excellent communicator. On the other side of that, sometimes Libras get so logical with the way that they communicate that they don't always come off as being an empathetic person. That doesn't mean you don't have empathy. Of course you have empathy. But it may not come off that way to other people. Like, I think sometimes Libras will be like, they're just saying it because it's factual, because this is what it is, you know what I'm saying? And it's not that you're wrong, it's just that you didn't. Not everybody wants the facts. Some people want empathy. Some people just want to be heard. Some people want sympathy. And I think Libras are very good at getting the answer and having that advice that they can come off a little bit cold as opposed to like understanding. Okay. So that now certainly you could be dealing with someone else and that be their energy. Maybe you didn't feel understood. But that's a caution I feel for you, Libra. This is saying bring empathy, bring love into the situation, function from your heart space. Yes, keep it logical. Yes, you're going to communicate what you need to communicate, but I feel like you also need to bring that softness with you. Libra. Okay. All right, so you have the Tower. Oh, okay. The Tower, the Fool, the Sun, the Four of Cups, and the Nine of Cups. Holy crap. All right, so now here's the good news. The Tower is followed by the Fool and the Sun. That's the kind of tower you want, all right? Because this is the type of shit that's about to bring into your reality a brand new beginning. And I like that. So this is like Libra, this week, things that have a faulty foundation are going to crumble. It's, you know, the facades are going to crumble. Anything that wasn't built on solid ground is going to fall. But when that happens, it brings about this Fool energy, the Sun energy, which is really happy. So some of you are going to get a really happy surprise this week, and it's going to help push things forward, okay? So there's progress here. And so I'm definitely going to clarify to see what that's about. I feel like this is that optimistic energy, right? It could be a bit naive. Watch that. Like a bit too overly optimistic. But I do see emotional satisfaction here, okay? So if you had felt emotionally distant, or as I said earlier, maybe looking for empathy but only getting advice, or somebody was looking for you for empathy but all you gave was advice, something like that, that's going to change. That situation is going to change big time this upcoming week, and there's a new beginning here, an emotionally satisfying new beginning. So some of you felt like I don't know what this is. It's like longing for something that's already here. It's weird. What's the Tower? Wow. The Hierophant, the Two of Cups. King of Swords. All right, so there's a few different ways that I can read this. And so I'm going to read it two different ways. Some of you had a relationship, and it doesn't have to be intimate, but some of you, this was a marriage. But it could be any relationship in your life, friendship, whatever, that was built on bullshit, you know, or on faulty foundation. And yeah, you had a strong connection here, but the Tower is here to say it wasn't meant to be for whatever reason, and it's being taken out of the energy completely, like eclipsed out. And I think that maybe someone over fantasized this relationship or over romanticized this because it wasn't for your highest good. But the good news is, and I think you see this as good news, that it's ending, because it allows you to free your energy up and to be your authentic self now, be independent, be, you know, have progress here, go into the Sun energy, and it frees you from a lot of obligations that you didn't even know you were feeling. All right, so that's one group of you, okay? That's one group of you. There's another group of you where, and I hate to say this, and if you're in this group, you know, whatever, no judgment. Some of you are happy that someone else's relationship is failing. I don't know why. Because you see it as an opportunity for fresh energy to come in. Or like a disruption in someone else's connection somehow brings you pleasure. Watch that if you're in that group. And it could be vice versa. Someone could be finding happiness and seeing your relationship crumble. Just saying. So that's the second group of you. But I just feel like Libra, you know, there's brand new energy coming through here. So I really love that. I think that, you know, whatever this is that the Tower is referencing, there's definitely going to be change this upcoming week. And I think regardless, you'll see change in the dynamics of the relationships that you have around you. You know, so like if someone was being like emotionally distant or defensive or unstable, that energy is going to completely shift in a positive way where they'll be more optimistic, more independent, seeking their emotional fulfillment. And so it's like what seems like a bad thing is not a bad thing, it's a good thing. I feel like this tower is a good surprise. It's a good change. It's a good change that allows progress. But whatever this is for you, it doesn't really matter which group you're in. This is saying bring empathy into the situation, bring understanding in the situation, and understand that you can give advice or get advice all day long, but you're not living in that person's shoes and they're not living in yours. So just keep that in mind this week. Could be dealing with a Leo, Scorpio, Taurus, Gemini, Aquarius, another Libra, Aries, Leo, Sag. Small possibility of Cancer, Pisces. Intense read, Libra. That was intense. Let me know, y'all. Make sure everything's looking okay here. All right. Scorpio. So Scorpio, your mid-month reading is done. I did it this morning. I look uncomfortable in my chair. I'm not. Why do I look uncomfortable? I don't want to look uncomfortable. I am comfortable. I mean, I've been sitting here for an hour and a half though, so yeah. But I do it all for you guys. Anyways, I keep moving a lot. Well, that's because I have ADD and I'm a fidget queen. I shake my legs, I move back and forth. You could put me in the most comfortable chair in the universe and my ass wouldn't sit still. I shake my foot even when I'm asleep. Like I have restless leg syndrome, which there's medication for, but I choose not to take it because I don't believe in medication. And I'm stubborn. And also I would probably forget to take it because I'm non-compliant. But you can't keep me sitting still. Okay, so you gotta strap me down because there's no way. I'm triple air, Carmen. Aquarius sun, Libra moon, Gemini rising. I got nerves of steel. This brain's running 3 marathons a day. All of, like a 16-lane highway up here. This doesn't stay still, right? Anyways. Sorry, Scorpio. Scorpio. What I was saying is I did your reading this morning. It should be up later today, your mid-January check-in. I honestly don't recall what it was about, but that's why I was late to my live. It's because I was wrapping that up for you. So let's see where this goes. Ace of Pentacles here. This is all about abundance and a new opportunity, okay? And this is a tangible opportunity. So this is not like a new idea or like a new energy level. This is something tangible. So something tangible may be offered to you this week in the physical, right? And or you may be doing that. So we'll see where this goes, but I like that vibe. All right, and then you have Libra energy here, the idealist. So I just got done doing Libra. Some of you are on the cusp of Scorpio and Libra or have that somewhere in your chart. And or it's just the energy around you. It's gonna be different for all of you. So this is all about wanting harmony, cooperation, balance. I got 361 in here. What's up? Sorry, ADD. Welcome, guys. Anyways, this is a harmonious vibe. It's a cooperative vibe. That's what I feel like you're seeking, right? I think that This is all about fairness too, and like the karmic scales weighing up, right? And I think it's weighing up in your favor, to be honest with you here, with the Ace of Pentacles. I think it'll be important to be considerate this upcoming week. Be considerate of other people's point of views and opinions, because if you want your opinions and beliefs to be respected, then you have to do that same thing for other people to get that energy back, okay? At least this week. Might be some indecisiveness here as far as to where to put your time and energy, but we'll see what that's about. Scorpio, you got this in your 2020 reading. Emotions are running high. So I feel like, don't let your emotions get in the way. I picked up in the mid-month that I haven't posted yet that you are going to be like highly motivated towards the end of January, like really tapping into that. And I feel like you're being kind of fueled by your passions, and it's intense. It's an intense vibe. And it can be an emotionally intense vibe, right? Because you dwell in the realm of emotion. So I see that here again. Yeah, as I say, emotions are running high. You have the Queen of Cups here, and I'll show you the depiction of the Queen of Cups in this deck. And then here's the Ace of Pentacles again. Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so this is like very similar vibes to the reading I did this morning for you. So if this resonates with you, definitely check it out when I post it later, okay? For sure. Because like almost the same exact cards are out too, which is crazy. So I feel like Scorpio, it's all about being independent. I think you want to stand on your own two damn feet. You know what I'm saying? I think like Scorpio, you don't want to have to depend on anyone else, whether that's in finance and relationships, whatever. I feel like you want to be able to be free to move about the cabin, make your own decisions, and not be stuck with like obligations or like obligatory relationships or feeling like you have to ask permission, that type of vibe. Thank you, Michael, for the $1.99. Appreciate you. I just feel like it's, yeah. And I felt that in the mid-January. So this is like beginning the energy of what I felt in that reading, which is like, you don't want to have to depend on no one for nothing. Okay? And you might have been put in situations in the past where you had to do that, where you were completely dependent, maybe on other people, or always feeling tied or obligated to other people. And I feel like this year in particular, I'm going well beyond the week, but it's starting this week, is all about like asserting that independence and breaking loose of that, because I think you were keeping like toxic connections in your circle, or even like a toxic partner in your life because you felt obligations there, or because you were kind of codependent in that, where you needed something from them, they needed something from you, and or some of you chose career paths where you have to do what they want you to do, and you don't even agree with the way they run their shit. But like Scorpios don't like being told what to do, okay? That's why most of them are entrepreneurs, right? So I feel like this week in particular, but then going all the way through this year, it's about like wanting to be freed from all of that. Like not wanting to just be in a relationship just to say you have a relationship. Thank you for the $20, Carmen. Love you too, boo. Or not just going to your 9-to-5 job that you hate just to say you get a paycheck. That type of vibes. You know what I'm saying? That's what's happening here. You want to be more in charge. You want to be more in charge of your life. And I think what had been holding you back was feeling emotionally dependent or having somebody emotionally depend on you all of the time. So I feel like you're making decisions here and grabbing opportunities, and you have cooperation here. Like you have cooperation on your side for sure, especially as it pertains to career, hobbies, money. You know, you have the ability to create there. Now, I could tell you straight up, if you're a Scorpio man, you have 2 females, possibly 3, that are showing up. Oh, that's so Scorpio-like. Don't be mad at me if you're one of my Scorpio dude followers, but come on. I feel like Scorpio men are notorious for having multiple options at all times, you know. Not that they are acting on all of them, but they always like to keep things, you know, like options in their pocket. I don't know why that is. And if you're a Scorpio man, please explain this to me. Like, why? But it doesn't have to be like all intimate. Like you could just be surrounded by 3 females. You like one you work with, or maybe like a family member, a mother, a sister, you know, and some of you, yeah, definitely 3. I see 3. But this is not going to be for all of you. But for those of you that this is making sense for, then it's for you. I feel like you, if that's your situation, you have one that's really super, super emotional or moody even. And yeah. And then the other one is more like a career focused person, a more independent personality. So you may have one person that's very codependent, like they let their emotions run their life. Scorpio men, if you're dealing with 2 or more females. And then you have one that's much more independent. And there's a lot of consideration going on here, thinking going on about, I guess, which opportunity to grab. Oh, Lord. That's only for a few of you. Scorpio females, I feel like you are actually embodying all 3 energies to where, like, yeah, your emotions are running high, but you're not letting it run you. Good. You know, you're staying grounded and you're being more independent and having another opportunity presented to you this week. A few of you might be dealing with a male that is dealing with other women, though. So, FYI. Okay, if you're a Scorpio female. Or has, like, a lot of feminine energy around them. Whatever choice you make the choice that you feel is going to help you build on who you are. You know what I'm saying? Because the overall reading was like cutting out codependent relationships. So like don't discard a codependent person just to bring another codependent person into the mixture. Do you know what I'm saying? So like if you've always chosen a certain type of mate or whatever, and then you finally break loose of that, don't then go out there and choose the exact same person basically in a different body, you know? Like if you've always dated a certain type, that type of vibe, okay? So, or if you've always chosen certain career paths and it just doesn't pan out, this is saying like free yourself of that and then be very discerning about what you bring in next. Okay? So I'm gonna end it there. Could be dealing with, obviously, Libra. Could be Aquarius, Gemini. You have Earth, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. You have water, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Yeah. All right, Sagittarius. I'm doing pretty good on time. Look at me. One time I was live for 3 hours. No joke. I'm a chatty Cathy. Okay, I was not asking for more messages, so I don't know if this is for Scorpio or Sag, and I have no idea how you want to timestamp this, Carmen. But it's probably, it could be for both Scorpio and Sag, or if you're dealing with those two signs. There's communication coming through. FYI, this is like a side note. It kind of fell out of the deck. Some of you may have been stressing or up at night or feeling anxious, and there's communication, and someone's going to be coming forward here and offering love, okay? Whether you're Scorpio or Sagittarius or a cusper, maybe. That was like a side note. This fell out of the deck, so a little additional message there for you. Sagittarius. Sagittarius, you have the Two of Wands, which is all about progress. You might be dealing with a Libra. They have the same overall energy, but it could be any zodiac sign, don't worry. So this is, yeah, all about making emotional progress. Okay, so Cancer energy here highlighted now. You could have that somewhere in your chart or be dealing with one, or it's just the energy around you. This is making progress in the way that you cope and deal with emotions this week. So it's a very sympathetic, very in the feels type of vibe, very intuitive. Some of you are working on your own intuition and increasing that. It can be kind of a moody vibe though, and a very introverted vibe, but at the same time, very family oriented. So I think you might be comfort zoning this week, wanting to be surrounded by things that are familiar to you or family, or, you know, kind of wanting to be like in your bubble is what I feel. I feel like anything outside of your bubble is going to get the cold shoulder this week. All right. That's for sure. So if you're trying to approach a Sagittarius this week and you're not in their comfort bubble, they probably ain't going to talk to you. Okay. So, I definitely see that here. Sorry. It can be kind of, like I said, a protective, defensive vibe as well. Then this says prosperity lies ahead, Taurus energy here. So I feel like as it pertains to like money, finances, career, there's going to be progress there, okay, and prosperity, but it's going to take work. Taurus energy is very determined energy, and I feel that's what you're embodying, Sagittarius, but it's also a workhorse. It's someone who has to work for everything that they have, and I feel like that's kind of the vibe you're in, you know, but able to put that work into it, you know, and stick with it. So that'll be important. If you've been wanting to kind of like flake out on work lately, because maybe your emotions are running really high, this is saying actually put your energy into work, or put your energy into your home, or, you know, put your energy into the physical to help, you know, release the emotional piece, right? Like a lot of times when people go through things that are emotional, they just want to wall off and like live in their emotions and never leave the house and stuff like that. But that doesn't actually help the situation. It actually perpetuates that even further, or at least for you this week is what I'm seeing. So this is saying like push past it, and even though you may not want to, really, you know, try and stay active in your own life, and that will help pull you out of that. Does that make sense? So, I'm chasing the sun. It doesn't matter where I go. I purposely stayed here so that I wouldn't be in the sun. There it is again. Hold on a second. There we go. Problem solved. Hold on. Now it's too dark. I don't know. I can't win, guys. Put a little sun. There we go. Great. My hair is poofy today. What's going on? I need to get my hair done. It's looking a little crumpy. I don't know. Is crumpy a word? All right. Sorry. Sagittarius. All right. The Hierophant, Strength card, Judgment. That's what I was saying. It takes a lot of strength to make the right decision when you are not wanting to or feeling overly emotional. It takes a lot of strength to make hard decisions, to stay committed when you don't want to stay committed. Okay, for some of you, that's really putting all of your strength into your commitments at work. For some of you, that's a relationship that you are needing to find strength in. Ten of Pentacles. Four of Swords. High Priestess. Five of Cups. This is what I was just saying to you. So, you know what, Sagittarius? I think that you are at the Ten of Pentacles, which is actually, you're in a spot in your life, I feel, where you are comfortable. And comfortable is good, but sometimes too much comfort, not so good. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like there's a solid foundation here that you want to honor. All right. For some of you, it's a marriage. Okay. Others of you, it's like a career goal. I feel like this upcoming week, you know, you're embodying the Strength card and the Four of Swords. It takes a lot of strength to, like I said, pull yourself out of this vibe. It takes a lot of strength to keep your silence when you don't want to keep your silence. You know what I'm saying? Or some of you might find strength and solitude this week. Just really needing that time to rest, really needing time to think things over. If you've been pushing yourself too hard, you may have a timeout this week or need a timeout, take a day off or something like that to recoup. Intuitively, you know what you need to do, okay? You're very in touch with that. Okay, this is kind of similar energy to this above here. If you have regrets, like unexpressed regrets, that's what it is. Some of you have not truly expressed maybe the depth of your emotion to someone, or they you. And you saw it as taking a lot of courage in order to do that, because maybe you really wanted to communicate that, but you knew it would halt progress, or it wasn't the right thing to do for whatever reason. For some of you, it's like, I'm getting emotional again. Oh, come on, Sagittarius. It's like, I cannot even express all of the different things that I'm thinking right now. Maybe that's how you feel. Like you can't even express it. I'm going to give you like a really real example. I cannot talk. Are you freaking kidding me? I'm going to give you a real life example of and how this could be. Okay. And this is not for all of you, but this is for some of you. Sometimes, like, say someone that you've left in the past because they didn't treat you right. And you did the right thing and moved on and moved forward. And now that person maybe finally gives you that apology or gives you that olive branch that you wanted, but you wanted it a long time ago, you know, and maybe you want to accept that, but at the same time, you know that you will be inviting that negative energy back into your life, and you're not willing to do that, so it's taking a lot of strength to keep quiet, because actually you care, but not enough to let it destroy your progress. That's an example of what I'm feeling. It's going to be different for all of you. Some of you, it's just simply having the strength to walk away from things that are not yet solved, not yet closed. You know, and I can't even tell you what I'm feeling right now. Like, I'm getting frustrated. I'm like genuinely getting fucking frustrated. Excuse my language. It's like sometimes in life, and this brings me back to something somebody once said to me. You know, we want our tarot readings to end with a little bow on top and a little period, you know, and like life doesn't work like that. We don't always get closure in life. We don't always get that. And this is the acceptance of that. The acceptance of that. Regardless of what area of your life is in. Like the apology that was never expressed, or something that didn't wrap itself up in a bow. And having the courage to move forward and make progress without needing that is hard to do. It's hard to do. All right, so I feel that message very heavy for you, Sagittarius. But here's the thing. I feel like whatever this is in regards to, especially if it was like a relationship, there is, whether it's expressed or not, there is remorse here. And intuitively, you know that. But I think you need to direct your focus onto commitments, to your home, to your family, to your finances, and make progress there. That is a very intense reading. I'm sorry. Sorry to the other zodiac signs that I didn't get anything like that for, and or this was very specific, so it's not going to be for all of you. But wow. You could definitely be dealing with a Cancer or a Taurus, Leo, Libra, Scorpio. Could be Virgo, Capricorn, Aquarius, Gemini. Capricorn. I will not feel bad. They deserve everything coming. Nobody asked you to feel bad. I never tell anybody how to feel. You feel however you want. I don't even know where you're going with that. Was it like a personal for you? Well, I'm glad it resonated, Allison. So Capricorn, let's go to you. Ugh. Capricorn. Capricorn, you have the Ace of Cups here. Ooh la la, darling, yes. This is talking obviously about love, and it could be self-love, new love, just love being highlighted in general this upcoming week, relationships being highlighted, loving what you do, loving who you are, things like that. So then you have the Libra card, which is the idealist. Thank you for the 1999, Jean. Appreciate you. Some of you might be dealing with the Libra. I have Scorpio at the bottom of the chart. Others of you, this could be in your chart or just simply the energy around you. This is wanting that harmony, wanting that cooperation, wanting that balance, especially in love relationships. Man, for a lot of zodiac signs, that's what's highlighted. That's what's up this week. This is being choosy though, and who you show love towards as well, and considerate in that. It's a very graceful type of energy, and so I really like this for you, Capricorn. It is also tapping into your more artistic side, because usually our artistic self comes from our emotional being, our spiritual being, um, etc. So let's see. A personal issue reaches a resolution. All right, Cancer vibes out now. So if you've been having issues within love or even within self-love, like how you feel about yourself, then there's going to be a resolution this week, which is nice. And I think that's going to bring harmony and balance back to the situation here. So I'm liking that vibe for you, Capricorn. Then you have Six of Swords, Knight of Wands, the World card. Cool. Ace of Wands, Four of Pentacles. Oh, what's that card? Five of Wands. All right. So Capricorn. There's definitely movement forward this week, okay? Definitely action being taken. For some of you, definitely there's might be travel here. The thing about the Knight of Wands, though, is it can be a little bit of an inconsistent vibe. So I feel like it might be one step forward, one step back. It's a little vibe, but you have the world energy here, which is about success, right? So if you've been taking action on your goals, and particularly like in the career arena or things that make you feel emotionally fulfilled, you know, there's a feeling of success here. All right. So I really like that. I feel like your creative juice is going to be flowing, Capricorn, for sure. Going to be flowing. And then the Four of Pentacles is like holding on to your ideas and things that you want to take action on. You know, it's like gathering up all of what you need to be able to move things forward. Now, there's the Five of Wands here. Okay, so this is like a competitive vibe. All right, you may be a very competitive personality, or you may be surrounded by people this week that are very competitive. You know, so I guess like watch for that. If there's been conflict here, I see like conflict resolution coming in though, you know, like wrapping that up. So if you have been, even if it's internal conflict, holding on to that, then I feel like there's going to be a resolution in that. It's all about harmony this week, you know, and movement forward. So, like I said, you need to be a little bit more stable in the energy that you're showing, Capricorn, because I feel like your actions need to line up with your words, okay? So don't be taking action. I don't even know how to describe this. It's like I got willful and stubborn. Those are the two words that popped into my head. Willful and stubborn. I don't know if that's you or the person you're dealing with, but that's the energy that might cause this conflict type of vibe. Okay. That's like this tug of war. That's what it is. Oh, God. And think of it. It's like a tug of war. I feel, Capricorn. So I feel like if it's internal, if it's with another person, there'll be success over that situation here, okay? Some of you have some new ideas that you will be acting on or being encouraged to act on that'll bring about emotional fulfillment here. Yep. Some of you definitely need to get your butt out there and travel. Like that? Seriously, you have two cards of travel. The Chariot represents a vehicle. Some of you might be getting a new vehicle. I don't know. Others of you, it's just simply fast movement forward on your passions, on your goals. You know, really moving on that or needing to move on that. And then you had the King of Cups come out over this situation. So Capricorn, I feel like There's kind of a back and forth energy here that kind of blocks that momentum forward, and that could be another person, especially if you're dealing with a fire sign or a water sign in particular. It could be any zodiac sign that kind of, I don't know, their energy is slower than yours, so it's like you want to move faster a lot more than this person is willing to, and that creates like a tug of war. That creates like some sort of issue, all right? And I feel like there's going to be some sort of either compromise here or some sort of resolution being given to this situation this upcoming week, okay? So I guess that's good news, but some of you have a person here that's like one day they're gung ho and the next day they're like, well, let's think about this. Those are the most frustrating people to me, you know? And I feel that you're frustrated. Some of you might be that person, and someone may be wanting to go faster than you do. But I actually feel like this is someone you're dealing with, you know, that's like, we got to take action, or like, I'm all for it, but wait, hold on, I'm not free that day, you know, or like there's always something, there's always a reason why you can't move forward, or a barrier there of some sort. And I feel like a fire is being lit under your ass, Capricorn, to move it forward. Some of you may have a person here that's really holding on to you, actually, even though they may be a bit inconsistent in what they show you. I think there's a lot of love here. I feel that here. And that could be intimate or platonic. But whatever it is, Capricorn, there's a resolution coming this week. A wrapping up of that cycle. You have the Wheel of Fortune here at the bottom. So let me know. Let me know. I was trying to get comfortable in my chair. Anyways, you could be dealing with, like I said, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, Libra, Aries, Leo, Sag, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. Aquarius. Oh, thank you, Undead Goddess. You're just having a bad morning. That's understandable. Don't worry about it. All right. Aquarius. Aquarius. I don't know why I always do that when I get to Aquarius. It annoys me that I do that. It's just sad. But yeah, I still do it. So, whatever. All right, so let's do it, Aquarius. Oh, Melissa, you actually bought a car? Good. Awesome. Good for you, girl. Okay, Aquarius, you had two cards fly out, and it's Page of Cups and the Magician. So the Page of Cups in this deck talks about friendship. And the Magician is all about magic, you know, but to me, it's also manifestation, right? It's like having all of the tools necessary to be able to create whatever you want to create. And so if you have been working like in the realms of law of attraction, Aquarius, then I feel like you may see the manifestation of some of the things that you've put into place this week. And that's nice, right? Also, Page of Cups talks about connection. So some of you have a new connection coming through, manifesting for you this week, or a reconnection here within a friendship or a relationship. So that's an interesting energy to get. If nothing else, you're open and available to that this upcoming week, I feel. And then you have Leo energy here. So some of you could be a Leo, but I also have water, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, and it's a general reading, so it could be any energy. Either way, it doesn't really matter. This is all about expressing your creative self, your loving self, being more playful, being more overt, being confident and flirtatious. You know, you're going to be in a very extroverted vibe this upcoming week, which is about freaking time because Aquarius, you've been introverted for a while now. And that's not really like where you like to dwell, right? So I feel like there's more of an extroverted energy coming here. Be careful of any excess of your ego, of pride. You know, don't overdo it here because that can all be overemphasized with this Leo type of energy here. But it's all about putting on that glow, yo. I'm such a dork. But it's all about, for real, like attracting new connections into you just simply by being and expressing yourself, right? So that's the greatest type of vibe, I feel, for an Aquarius. Then you have King of Swords, Ace of Swords, Four of Wands, the Strength card, Judgment, the Fool. Ooh, the Empress is underneath that. Okay. Okay, for real, Aquarius, I don't know how else to tell this to you, but if you do not practice law of attraction or you don't know anything about it, you really need to read up on that this week because I'm telling you, you have the Empress here and the Magician, which is all about attracting to you what it is that you want. And so I feel like if you have an innate knowledge of how to do that, you know, and I'll give you an example. Like the quickest way to bring something into fruition when manifesting is to write it down. Yes, you can think about it. Yes, you can mantra, you can meditate it. But when you write it into the physical reality, it just makes it more tangible. All right. So FYI, if you are interested in that, then start there and then read up on it. Just saying. Now, the general energy here is, I think you're in a very contemplative state, okay? The King of Swords and the Ace of Swords. There might be some new information coming through here or new communication coming through, new ideas even. I think there might be a heavy focus on your family, your home, wanting to be more stable, regardless. I feel like there is the Strength card here. So, and the Empress card. I think you're really exercising your patience this week, which is so unlike an Aquarius. I'm not, well, I shouldn't say that. People assume that Aquariuses are very impulsive. And maybe if you have like an Aries or Leo moon, you might be quite impulsive, or a Gemini moon. But actually, Aquariuses are very well thought out in everything that they do. Okay, they really think things over, and they're not as impulsive as people think that they are. But you're really going to be exercising that because it's like no need to really push for it. Whatever it is, it's going to come naturally to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, so no need to like overexert yourself. No need to like try to push the energy along. I feel like this week it's just going to kind of flow to you. You know what I'm saying? The people, ideas, creativity, it's just flowing, right? And that channel is open here. Definite new beginning here. I think you're also making the conscious decision to wait. To wait. So some of you have been contemplating whether to communicate or open up or offer a friendship to someone. And I think that you have made a conscious decision to wait and allow that to come to you. Because I think that you've taken the stance here, Aquarius, of like, if it's genuine, if like that person is genuine or that opportunity was genuine or that apology was genuine, whatever this is for you, then there'll be a follow-up to that. And if there's not a follow-up, then you know that it wasn't genuine and it's not worth your time and you're just going to keep it moving. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm feeling here. So like you're really looking for genuine connections. And like it's almost like sitting back and waiting and watching to see like to just let it play out. Like let the situation play out. Let whoever, whatever this is, show their colors, and then okay, decide what you're going to do there. Or it's like kind of being the watcher. You're being very observant and playful. You're like a baby kitty or something. you know I don't know, that's probably not the right way to say it, but maybe, a baby kitty. I don't know. That's what came to my mind, was like a tiny cat, like playing in grass or something. I have no idea why. I don't know. you know? It's like that type of innocence, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's nothing more genuine and innocent than a baby kitty, okay? And those are the type of connections you want. You want baby kitties. I don't know. Why I got that vision, but I just feel like, yeah, you're gonna wait and see. And maybe in the past you would have pushed an issue or really tried to be pushy in a situation, but now I feel like it's just like, you know, come what may, you're really controlling what you show others. That's for absolute sure. So I think you're very, very much in control of what you want other people to see at this point. But you're definitely contemplating here. And I see a decision coming through that opens up a new beginning. So I like that. So whatever this is, yeah, the Lover's card. There's a decision being made this upcoming week, and I don't feel it's by you. I just don't feel that. It's being done in silence. Five of Pentacles. The Moon card. So there's a lot going on behind the scenes that you're aware of, but you're not maybe saying. But there is going to be some sort of new information, new communication here for some of you, or a decision being made behind the scenes that opens up some sort of new beginning or new connection or new friendship this week. But this looks good. It's a lot of stable energy, okay? So come what may, you're going to make illogical, stable choices. And that's like the best energy you could be in as an Aquarius. Oh, looky here. Who's at the bottom of the deck? Aquarius. Yeah, cooperation here. So just hang tight, Aquarius. Just hang tight. Just hang tight. Yep. So you could be dealing with a Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius. Definitely Leo. Leo's here twice. Taurus energy, Aries energy here. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. So let's go to Pisces. Sorry. Because like, what is she doing? I'm trying to see if my makeup was running. You're welcome. All right, Pisces. And then I noticed, like, when I watch these back, if you're not reading the chat, I seem all over the place because I just like randomly am talking to people and answering questions. All right, Pisces. Thank you, Carmen Cruz. Appreciate it. All right, Pisces, Wheel of Fortune, King of Pentacles. So The Wheel of Fortune in this deck talks about destiny, karma, divine timing, things moving forward, okay, in divine timing. And the King of Pentacles, now that could be a person you're dealing with if you're dealing especially with the earth sign, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. Or it could be the energy that you're embodying. It's a very generous type of vibe. It is coming from a place of wanting to be in a more comfortable and stable environment. It's also kind of like a comfort zone energy. Thank you for the $10. Appreciate you. So let's see. Then you have the empowerment card here. Okay. So this is obviously empowering yourself, you know, having the strength to do that. It's a very intense energy, actually, and it can be quite overwhelming. So watch that you don't get overwhelmed, especially by like obligations or work this week. You know, things are going to come to you in divine timing. So some of you are really trying to rush the energy. But this is saying, no, you know, you got to take it one step at a time, and then while you're taking it one step at a time, really appreciate the energy that you're in, the moment that you're in, and put all of yourself into that. So this energy is asking you, what do you need to release, Pisces? What do you need to release? This is empowering you to release things that are no longer serving you, connections that are no longer serving you, people. All right, and feeling empowered in doing that and knowing that the universe has your back in this, okay? Let's see. Three of Swords. Three of Cups. Judgment. Judgment has showed up in like the majority of the readings today. Everybody's getting their judgment this week. Mark my words. Or making decisions. Yep. All right. So Three of Swords, Three of Cups, Judgment. Okay. Wow. And then Ten of Cups, the Magician, Ace of Pentacles. That's a comeback I ain't never seen. You know, I have a song in my head. I ain't never scared. I ain't never scared. It's a rap song. That's my gangster rap voice. Yeah. Anyways. I don't know who sings that. I ain't never scared. I don't know. And I don't know really where that came from, but maybe that's what you're being empowered to do, is like face your fears and be like, I ain't never scared, you know? I am the freaking high priestess Pisces, intuitive being. You can't intimidate me. You know what I'm saying? Like, or you need to embody that. Like, be more assertive, you know, in what you will and what you will not tolerate, okay? If somebody's trying to threaten you, okay, first of all, if it's a physical threat, call cops. Second of all, if it's just like a threat of like, you'll never be anything without me, or you can't, if you do this, then you're not going to get this from me, or like, okay, if you apply to that position, then I'm going to make your life hell in this position. You know what I'm saying? Like, somebody like trying to hold something over you or threaten you, then that's exactly what your response needs to be, which is, I ain't never scared. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't let anybody intimidate you, Pisces. You may look soft and sweet on the outside, and you are, but you're also savage. You know, I've met Pisces. I know lots of Pisces. Okay. So I did not expect that message, but somebody, you needed to hear that, okay? You don't let anybody tell you what to do in your own freaking life, Pisces. And you have a bad reputation as letting people have that over you, you know, because you are so intuitive and so empathic to other people that you allow them to somewhat have that power over you. Some of you, not all of you, but you know what I'm saying, right? Anyways, I feel like as it pertains to this reading, some of you might have had some heartbreak here, and then right after the heartbreak, an immediate reconciliation of that. Or right after this situation, it's like there is an immediate correcting to it. All right, or there will be a reconciliation or some sort of decision made to focus on emotional fulfillment this upcoming week. And it manifests another opportunity for some of you, a new commitment. For others of you, like a new job opportunity here. You know, it's kind of like taking that I ain't never scared energy and letting it empower you to make decisions that are in your higher good next time around, this time around, making decisions that support your commitment to self. Okay, I think a lot of you want emotional fulfillment. You might be surrounding yourself by family or your social circle this week. You have the tools you need to create. And you know what? Maybe you were afraid that you didn't have that. Maybe you had like some insecurity issues, or you were afraid of, I don't know, not having what you need. But this is saying like, if you continue to put your effort into, you know, being more generous with your time and energy towards yourself, and releasing those that suck that away from you, then there's another opportunity here. It's the Three of Swords. Whoa! Ugh. The Star. Yes, Pisces. All right. You have some major healing coming in. Some of you are healing a relationship this week. Really being emotionally fulfilled here. You know, being able to create in other areas of your life. So if there's been heartache, I feel like that energy is correcting itself. All right. So if you felt something was taken away from you, and I'm not saying like a person is coming back, although some of you maybe. Some of you are definitely reconciling a relationship. For others of you, it's like getting paid back karmically, which you felt was taken from you. You know what I'm saying? So like if you had your heart broken in the past, now you're going to get, you know, and you've worked through that and you've healed through that and you let it empower you as opposed to disempower you. Now you're getting new connections coming through, your social circles being highlighted, and emotional fulfillment is like a job well done. You know, like, yay, Pisces. You did it, like that type of vibe. So I feel like that's what the universe is doing for you right now. Like, yay. It's just boom ba, rah, rah, rah. I don't know. It's empowering you. It's cool. It's a good reading. So like I said, for some of you, this is a healing of a relationship, friendship, dynamic, whatever this is. For others of you, this is going to be healing from old wounds and being gifted with new connections that are going to bring you emotional fulfillment. And for others of you, this is a career, job, money opportunity here that you manifested. You manifested it by empowering yourself. So, slow clap. Gone girl. Boy. Yes. And now I have that Rihanna song in my head. Oh, boy, 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 can you get it up? Oh, I can't sing that one. That's a dirty song. You know what song I'm talking about? All right. Could be dealing with an Aquarius, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Libra are the predominant zodiac signs I have. But it can be any zodiac sign because it's a general reading for like the millionth time. So that's what I have for you. Thank you for joining me today. Like I said, the mid-January readings are going to start coming out today, and then I'll leak them out a few videos each day throughout the entire week until all of the zodiac signs are up. Thank you guys for your love and your support. The channel continues to grow, and I love spending every Sunday with you guys. And I am so grateful to have you here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please do like, share, and subscribe. Also, check out my Facebook. Check out my Instagram. You know what? Let me stop there. My following on Facebook and Instagram is pitiful compared to how many people I have following me on YouTube. Y'all need to show your girl some love. I have like a quarter, not even a quarter. And I get it. Like, Facebook annoys me anymore, you know, but at the same time, I've often thought about shutting them down because I'm like, why am I doing triple the work? But I enjoy connecting with you guys there, and it's a more of an intimate environment. So please check out. Let's give it a like, sis. Facebook, Instagram, and I have a vlog where I just randomly blob like I did today. And that link is down below. It's Tarot Talks with Dana. You can watch me on YouTube there as well. I have 2 YouTubes. That's my second YouTube. That one's a much smaller crowd as well because there's really no point, rhyme, or reason to that one. But check it out. And in addition to being able to subscribe for free, you can, you're not on social media. Doreen, you're on social media right now. YouTube is social media. But I know what you mean. You mean like Facebook and stuff. That's cool. Anyways, in addition for being able to subscribe for free, you can now become a member for a nominal fee and get additional behind the scenes info, chats, stuff like that. You click the join button, which FYI, if you are a member, you have to view all of the videos from the community tab. They will not pop up. You will not get notifications. Don't ask me why. I didn't create it. YouTube created it. And I can only share the videos on the community tab. So if you're a member of mine and you haven't been checking the community tab, you've missed out on quite a few videos. But that's where they're all housed, FYI. So anyways, appreciate you guys for showing up, and I hope you enjoyed it. Until next time, my friends, namaste. Bye.